Welcome to DAV Mall Public School e-learning classes. Standard 9, Subject Science. Chapter 4, Structure of the Atom. In this video, we will study about structures of the atom. A major challenge before the scientists at the end of the 19th century was to reveal the structure of the atom, as well as to explain its important properties. The elucidation of the structure of atom is based on a series of experiments. Many scientists contributed in revealing the presence of charged particle in an atom. According to Dalton atomic theory, the atoms are indivisible and indestructible, but the discovery of the two fundamental particles, that is electron and protons, inside the atom failed this aspect of Dalton's atomic theory. J.J. Thomson was the first one who proposed a model for the structure of an atom. Thomson model of an atom. J.J. Thomson proposed that the model of an atom to be similar that of a Christmas pudding. The electron in a sphere of positive charge were like dry fruits in the spherical Christmas pudding. Thomson proposed that an atom consists of positively charged sphere and the electrons are embedded in it. The negative and the positive charge are equal in magnitude, so that the atom as a whole is electrically neutral. So, according to J.J. Thomson model of an atom consists of positively charged sphere and electrons are embedded in it. The negative and positive charge are equal in magnitude, so the atom as a whole is electronically neutral. Rutherford model of an atom. Ernest Rutherford was interested in knowing how the electrons are arranged within an atom. Rutherford designed an experiment for this. In this experiment, fast-moving alpha particles were made to fall on a thin gold foil. He selected a gold foil because he wanted as thin a layer as possible. This gold foil was about 1000 atom thick. Alpha particles are double charged helium ions. They have a mass of 4 units. The fast moving alpha particles have considerable amount of energy. It was expected that alpha particle would be deflected by the subatomic particles in the gold atom. But the alpha particle scattering experiment gave totally unexpected result. Most of the fast moving alpha particles pass straight through the gold foil. Most of the fast moving alpha particles were passed straight through the gold foil. Some of the particles are deflected by the foil by a small angle. Surprising, 1 out of every 12,000 particles appeared to rebound. From this experiment, Rutherford concluded that most of the space inside an atom is empty because most of the alpha particle pass straight through the gold foil without getting deflection. Very few particles are deflected from their path, indicating that the positive charge of atom occupied very little space. A very few small fraction of alpha particles are deflected by 180 degree, indicating that all the positive charge and mass of atoms were concentrated in very small volume within the cell. On the basis of this experiment, Rutherford put forward the nuclear model of an atom. According to this model, there is a positive charge center in an atom called as nucleus. Nearly all the mass of an atom reside in the nucleus. Second, electrons revolve around the nucleus in a circular path. Third, the size of the nucleus is very small as compared to the size of atom. Drawback of Rutherford model of an atom. The revolution of electron in a circular path or circular orbit is not expected to be stable. Any particle in a circular orbit would undergo oscillation. During oscillation, charged particle would radiate energy, thus the revolving electron would lose energy and finally fall into the nucleus. This was the drawback of Rutherford model of the atom. In Bohr's model of an atom, in order to overcome the objection raised against the Rutherford's model of the atom, Niels Bohr put forward postulate about the model of an atom. According to Bohr's model of an atom, only certain specific orbits known as discrete orbit of an electron are allowed inside the atom. While revolving in a discrete orbit, the electron do not radiate energy. These orbit or cells are called as energy level. These orbit or cells are called as energy level, and these orbit and cells are represented by letter K, L, M, N and so on, or by the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 or so on. In 1932, Chadwick discovered another subatomic particle which had no charge and a mass nearly equal to that of a proton. It was called as neutron. Neutrons are present in the nucleus of all atoms except hydrogen. Neutron is represented as N. The mass of an atom is therefore given by the sum of masses of proton and neutron present in nucleus. How are electrons distributed in different orbits or cells? The distribution of electrons into different orbits of an atom was suggested by Bohr and Bury. Following rules are followed for writing the number of electrons in different energy levels or cells. First, the maximum number of electrons are present in a cell is given by formula 2n square, where n is the orbit number of or energy level index. The maximum number of electrons in different cells are: in first orbit or K shell, there will be 2 into 1 square. So the maximum number of electrons can be 2. In second orbit, that is L cell, the maximum number of electrons will be 8. In third cell, that is M cell, the maximum number of electrons may be 18. Fourth orbit or N cell, the maximum number of electrons will be 32 and so on. The maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the outermost orbit is 8. Electrons are not accommodated in a given cell unless the inner shell are filled. The shell are filled in a stepwise manner. For an example, hydrogen have only one electron, so it will goes in first orbit. Whereas helium have two electrons, so first electron can accommodate two electrons. So both electrons of helium will revolve in first orbit. Lithium have three electrons. So two electrons will be goes into the first shell, that is K shell, and the remaining one electron will go into second cell, that is L cell. Similarly, in sodiums there are 11 electrons. So 2 electron will goes into the first orbit, 8 electron will go in second orbit, and the remaining 1 electron will go in the third orbit. Valency. The electron present in the outermost shell of an atom are called as valence electron. The electron which is present in outermost cell of an atom is called as valence electron. These electrons take part in the chemical reactions. From the Bohr-Harry scheme, the outermost cell of an atom can accommodate a maximum of 8 electrons. It was observed that the atom of element completely filled with 8 electrons in the outermost cell show little chemical activity, or their combining capacity or valency is 0. Inert elements, helium atom has 2 electrons in its outermost cell, and the remaining other inert elements have 8 electrons in its outermost cell. Thus, an atom of each element has a definite combining capacity called as its valency. Hydrogen atomic number is 1. It have only one proton and one electron. So the valency of hydrogen is 1. Helium have 2 electrons. Its valency of helium is 0 because it can neither lose electron nor gain in any electron. Lithium. Number of electrons in lithium is 3. The outermost cell have only one electron. So lithium can lose one electron to acquire the electronic configuration of helium. Hence the valency of lithium is 1. Atomic number. Atomic number of an element is the number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom. Atomic number is denoted by Z, symbol Z. All the atoms of an element have the same atomic number. So what is atomic number? Atomic number is number of proton present in the nucleus of an element. For an example, hydrogen have one proton, so its atomic number will be 1. Helium have 2 protons, so its atomic number will be 2. Carbon have 6 protons, so its atomic number is 6. Oxygen have 8 protons, so its atomic number is 8, and so on. So the atomic number of an atom is equivalent to atomic number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom. Mass number. Mass number of an atom is equal to the number of proton and neutron present in its nucleus. Mass number is denoted by letter capital A. Hydrogen have one electron and and zero proton, so its mass number is 1. Lithium have 3 protons and 4 neutrons, so its mass number is 7. Boron has 5 proton, 6 neutron, so its mass number is 11. Carbon have 6 proton and 6 neutron, so its mass number is 12, and so on. So the mass number is sum of proton plus neutron of an atom. Atomic symbol. An atom of an element is represented by sign, in general capital X. At the base of symbol of the element, atomic number, that is number of proton, is represented, and mass number is denoted at the top of the symbol. Mass number is the number of proton plus neutron. For an example, helium is represented by sign capital H small e, that is He. Its atomic number is 2, so 2 is written at the base of He, that is helium, and mass number, that is sum of proton and neutron, is written at the top left corner. Isotopes. In nature, a number of atoms of some elements have been identified which have the same atomic number but different mass number. For example, hydrogen. Hydrogen have 3 isotopes. That is, hydrogen atom has 3 atomic species, namely protium, which have 1 electron and 1 proton; hydrogen, which have only 1 proton and no neutron; so its atomic number is 1. Deuterium, it have 1 proton and 1 neutron in its nucleus. Its mass number is 2, but atomic number is same, 1. Tritium, it have 1 proton and 2 neutron. Its mass number is 3, but atomic number is 1. So the atomic number of the hydrogen, all the 3 atomic species of hydrogen have same atomic number, that is 1, but mass number varies. We call these atomic species isotopes. So isotopes are atoms of the same element which have different mass number but the same atomic number. The chemical properties of isotopes are similar, but their physical properties are different. Similarly, carbon atoms also have 3 isotopes: carbon 12, carbon 13, and carbon 14. Uses of isotopes. An isotope of uranium is used as a fuel in nuclear reactors. An isotope of cobalt is used in the treatment of cancer. An isotope of iodine is used in the treatment of goiter. Isobars. Isobars are atoms having the same mass number but different atomic number. For an example, oxygen An oxygen atom have atomic number 8 and mass number 16. For an example, argon, calcium and potassium have mass number 40, but their atomic numbers are different. Chemical and physical properties of an isobar are different. Thank you.